What's going on, people? Ben here from Bateman Talks Tottenham, back with another video of my dad Paul.
Hi folks.
To talk about Ange Postecoglou's latest press conference. So, initial thoughts?
Oh, well, of course there was you'll no doubt touch on the Harry Kane shirt incident. And lots of good information about various players and his relationship with them and how they're doing.
Yeah, it will definitely be interesting to see how we develop with the game against Leicester tomorrow. But we'll start off with that Harry Kane moment you mentioned, where a journalist held up a Harry Kane shirt, Bayern Munich Harry Kane shirt, in front of Postecoglou. I mean, it's not very professional and a bit bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, he looked most displeased.
Yeah, to say the least. He even said something like, at least you got your laugh. I mean, it's quite unprofessional from a journalist to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a pretty poor show, really.
Right, well, on to more positive topics. He was talking about how early on he has become impressed with James Maddison. I think that's good to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of things, both said by Maddison and him looking at Maddison and all the positions he can possibly play. All very positive.
Yeah, Maddison even joked that he might even play right back, which Postecoglou didn't seem to agree with, did he?
I believe he nodded his head.
Yes, that is pretty funny. He said, though, it's interesting that he said across his time at Leicester, he'd played across all different positions in the front line and in midfield, and obviously we've seen he's played at left wing for England before, so it's good to have such a versatile player in the squad, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. And he's not the only one. I think that he was also talking about different positions Bissouma can play too.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll move on to team news for tomorrow. Obviously, Son didn't play in the last game, neither did Ndombele, but Ange said that only Dane Scarlett is unavailable for the game tomorrow. So it'll be good to hopefully see people like Son and Ndombele, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, we know Sonny well, but we don't know what the state of play with Ndombele is.
Yeah.
Whether he's really up for it and can adapt and wants to. Or what? So that'll be, if he plays, very interesting to see.
Yeah, well, if Ndombele does get his act together, we know what a world-class talent we have, really, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, he is phenomenally talented. Just whether his head's in the right place.
Yeah, definitely. And also, Ange spoke some time talking about how important Bissouma will be for him this season, saying he's a young guy who's willing to learn. I mean, it all sounds things in the right direction as opposed to his negative time last season, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he was unlucky with injury, but and getting game time, but he'll certainly get that. I think he's one of Ange's favourites, and the team will be kind of built around him.
Yeah, it definitely helps seeing his sort of positive feeling in all these clips and stuff with them all together as well, doesn't it? How much of a joker he apparently is. A lot of them have said.
Yeah, I mean, his face always looks to me very serious, but
this season it's sort of changed in the pre-season clips, isn't it? Right. Well, moving on. He was also asked Ange about the transfer window and was he happy with his squad, and he said that he was happy with the core of his squad, but there was still time for business, particularly centre backs. I mean, you'd think it's fairly obvious, wouldn't you?
Well, it's been rumbling on for a hell of a long time. Tapsoba or Van der Ven, hopefully both, but
doubt it.
But we'll see. I mean, just to get one of those two would be a major step forward.
Yeah, like I said in the previous video the other day, I reckon it'll be Tapsoba or Van der Ven, and then one of the lesser expensive centre backs. I personally can't see Spurs offering for both of them with the money it would cost.
And we've already just bought a cheaper centre back, youngster.
There were some rumours it could be collapsing as well.
Oh.
But yeah, and also there were some links today of Harry Kane with a possible move to Saudi, but from Sky Sports. However, with his whole reason for moving, wanting to play and win trophies, I can't see that happening. Can you?
No.
That would purely be a money-based thing, and I think it's safe to say Harry's not that sort of person, is he?
No, and not quite old enough yet. I think it's the sort of mid-30s you want to go earn a fortune in Saudi.
And a bit different from Tottenham, but with the links of Mbappe going, could we try and put Kane in a deal for Mbappe?
Do we want him? I wonder.
Well, we can always hope. We can always hope, can't we? Right, well, moving on. James Maddison also had a mini press conference with himself, sat with Postecoglou, where he said how Spurs have made him feel very welcome and the pre-season environment is good for new players as it gives them experience of meeting and learning about their teammates. It sounds like that Spurs have a very good group of players who are welcoming to lots of people, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's really nice to know, and it's not the first person to say that. It'd be strange for him playing against Leicester tomorrow, but as he said, he's a professional and you do your job.
Yeah, and also he said that he's an ambitious guy and wants to win, which some people might say, does that really link with Spurs? But he said convincingly and nicely for us that he acknowledged the trophy drought. However, Postecoglou seems to have convinced him that we could win at Spurs. I mean, it's music to our ears, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, Postecoglou seems to have spoken to all the new people in advance, and others
impressed them.
They're completely buying into what he's got to offer. So, fingers crossed there.
Thank you for watching another video of me and my dad Paul from Bateman Talks Tottenham, and as always, come on you Spurs!